What's going on, everyone? Today we are back with another USFL video, and we are looking at the four starting quarterbacks for the four teams in the Southern Division: the Birmingham Stallions, the Houston Gamblers, the New Orleans Breakers, and the Tampa Bay Bandits. I really enjoyed making the last video. Last video we looked at the four teams in the Northern Division or Conference, and it was just super interesting to see these quarterbacks and where they came from, their paths to be a starting quarterback in another football league. Like I said in last video, there's a lot of good football players out there that we just never hear of. And there's actually a lot of football leagues out there that we have no idea about. And it's really interesting to see these guys that aren't quite good enough at the time to make it in the NFL, to be drafted number one overall or to be successful in the NFL. However, they still love football. They still love playing football. It's their passion. And so they continue playing in other leagues that we've never heard of. So I really enjoy making these and just seeing how the path that these quarterbacks took. So I hope you guys enjoy this video as well. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment, and tell me what your predictions are for the USFL season. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy. So we're starting off today's video with the Birmingham Stallions, and their projected starting quarterback is going to be Jamar Davis Smith. Now, Jamar Davis Smith is an extremely athletic quarterback. He ended up being drafted into the MLB as well, but he went to Louisiana Tech to play football, and he was there for 5 years. He ended up starting his sophomore year and actually played under Skip Holtz at Louisiana Tech, who's going to be the head coach of the Birmingham Stallions. Now, in 2017-2018, Jamar Davis Smith put up some decent numbers at Louisiana Tech, but it wasn't until his senior year where he started to find success and ended up having the best season of his college career. He ended up throwing for around 3,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, and also rushing for another 260 yards and 4 touchdowns. Also, Louisiana Tech had a successful season. They ended up going 10-3, and they won a bowl game against Miami. Jamar Davis Smith was voted Conference USA Offensive Player of the Year in 2019. Coming into the draft, the consensus from draft experts on Jamar Davis Smith was that he had the arm to be a quarterback, but he didn't really have the other skills desired for a quarterback, the pocket presence or the ability to read defenses. He actually went undrafted. He signed with the New England Patriots, and he was eventually waived before training camp. He eventually went to the CFL in 2021, and he didn't really start much there. So it'll be very interesting to see how Jamar Davis Smith does in the USFL, because I do believe he has the raw physical talents to be a quarterback, and we'll see if he's improved in the other areas. It is worth noting that Jamar Davis Smith does have a lot of competition at quarterback with fellow teammate Alex McGow. Next up on the list, we're going to talk about the Houston Gamblers, and their projected starting quarterback is going to be Clayton Thorson. Now, Thorson actually had a really successful college career and is maybe the most experienced quarterback in the USFL. He played at Northwestern, where he is the all-time touchdown leader and the winningest quarterback for Northwestern, and is actually fourth all-time in Big Ten passing yards. Now, Thorson ended up starting 4 years at Northwestern from 2015 to 2018, where his best statistical year in terms of passing came in 2016. Thorson ended up passing for 22 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, as well as throwing for almost 3,200 yards. Nothing impressive, but just solid overall quarterback play. However, in terms of overall team success, the best year for Thorson in Northwestern was in 2018, where Northwestern had a notable win against 21st ranked Iowa. He led Northwestern to the Big Ten West Division title and won a bowl game over Utah. Thorson was drafted in the 5th round of the 2019 draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. However, he was cut before the season started. He ended up spending the entire 2019 season on the Cowboys practice squad, and then spent 2020 and 2021 on the Giants' practice squad. It'll be interesting to see how Thorson plays in the USFL. He's definitely not the most athletic and doesn't have the biggest arm. However, he just provides overall consistent and quality quarterback play. Next up on the list, we have the New Orleans Breakers, and their projected starting quarterback is Kyle Slaughter, who has an all-time name, by the way. Now, Kyle Slaughter may be the least experienced quarterback out of everyone in the USFL. He started his college career at Southern Miss in 2013. However, a regime change occurred, and Slaughter had to switch to receiver. Now, he began to lose playing time as a receiver, so he ended up transferring to Northern Colorado in 2015. He spent 2015 as kind of a jack of all trades receiver and special teamers, but eventually became the backup quarterback halfway through the season. Slaughter took over as the starting quarterback in 2016 due to an injury, and he ended up throwing 408 yards and 7 touchdowns in his first real game action as a quarterback. But Slaughter ended up finishing that year throwing for almost 2,700 yards and 29 touchdowns. Now, of course, Slaughter wasn't drafted into the NFL, and from 2017 to 2021, he spent time on and off teams as practice squads and active rosters, and had stints with the Broncos, Vikings, Cardinals, Lions, Bears, Raiders, and most recently the Vikings again. Now, Slaughter is a very athletic quarterback due to him being able to play receiver in college. However, he's never really been given the opportunity to be a quarterback, except for the lone 2016 season where he played pretty well. I'll be really interested to see how Slaughter plays in the USFL. Last up on the list, we have the Tampa Bay Bandits, and their projected starting quarterback is Jordan Ta'amu. Now, Jordan Ta'amu is a pretty well-known player due to his time at Ole Miss. However, he actually started off playing at a junior college, New Mexico Military Institute, his first 2 years. Ta'amu ended up transferring to Ole Miss in 2017, where he ended up taking over for Shea Patterson when he went down with an injury. Now, Shea Patterson is going to be the starting quarterback for the Michigan Panthers. Ta'amu ended up throwing for about 1,700 yards and 11 touchdowns the final 5 games of the 2017 season. Now, Ta'amu became the starting quarterback in 2018 when Shea Patterson left for Michigan, and he had a pretty good season, throwing 19 touchdowns to 8 interceptions and rushing for almost 350 yards and 6 more touchdowns. And he actually was second behind only Tua Tagovailoa in passing yards with almost 4,000 passing yards in the SEC. Ta'amu ended up signing with the Houston Texans in 2019 as an undrafted rookie free agent. However, he was cut before the season started. He did, however, sign with the St. Louis Battlehawks, an XFL team, and was their starter in the 2020 season, which was shortened due to COVID. He spent 2020 bouncing around practice squads with teams like the Chiefs, the Lions, the Washington football team, and the Carolina Panthers. I really like Jordan Ta'amu, and I see that he's very athletic, can run the ball, and has a big arm. So I'll be really interested to see how he plays, and maybe if he plays well, he can have a shot to make an NFL roster as a backup or a third-string quarterback. Thank you all again so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it, and I plan on making more USFL videos in the future. I hope you guys enjoy the USFL season, and please, again, like this video, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell. And I'll see you guys next time.